Hi, I'm Btw and welcome to DASHDANCE, the show where we take a look at where Melee has just been and where it's about to be. This week's most notable tournament is one that I actually missed on the Dash Forward last week, so let's not waste any time and get into the retelling of Esports Arizona Talking Stick Resort. The tournament's seeding predicted an Axe vs La Luna winners finals, a fine prediction that came crumbling to the ground when SoCal Ice Climber player Army ranked 53rd in 2017, 3-0'd Axis Falco in semis, and when on the other side, Absent Page, who was here because of course he was, grabbed himself another top win with a 3-2 victory over Luna, setting up Army Absent Page, which ended up being another landslide for Army. Absent Page got the reset in Grands, but Army 3-0'd him once again, dropping 5 games all day for the biggest win of his life. I talked recently about Bananas grasping the power of God and rising up the ranks, and Army's been slowly doing that for quite a while. Again, the question bears asking. Are we seeing the same pattern we have in the past with players like DizKid Boogie and Nintendo, or is this a momentary rise in power? If our second and first players weren't surprising enough, third goes to longtime Arizona mainstay Meds, who came into top 8 like a bat out of hell with a 3-0 over Eddie Mexico, then handed Axe, King of Arizona, his worst placing in state in years and years, maybe even a decade according to Taj, with a down-to-the-wire 3-2 victory, then worked another miracle by doing the same to Luna, keeping AZ near the top despite the team kill. Meds has been on a long and slow grind to the top for years, only breaking into the top 100 2 years ago, and this is his biggest step as he's ever had. Great to see him get this far up, and as he did, another Arizona mainstay, Ty, took an upset of his own with a 3-0 win over Mike Hayes to enter the top 6. Your full top 8 is Army at first, Absent Page at second, Meds at third, Luna at fourth, Axe and Ty at fifth, and Mike Hayes and Eddie Mexico at seventh. Smashadelphia came and went, and though top players did show, no one was able to seriously challenge Wizro, other than, remarkably, Leffen, who took him to Game 5 in a set closer than it had any right to be. However, Wizzy prevailed, then 6-0'd his closest competitor, Lod, in winners and grand finals, to be crowned champ. Leffen did fantastically though, beating Junebug and coming just as close to beating Lod as he did Wizzy. The top 8 was Wizro at first, Lod at second, Leffen at third, Junebug at fourth, Juicebox and Free Palestine at 5th, and Stango and Bones in 7th. Our dash forward is simple and glorious today as CEO 2018 approaches. The Floridian Classic has seen a lot of top-level play in the past, and this year is no exception, with 4 of the top 6 present, those being Hungrybox, Mewtwo King, Plup, and Leffen. Though Leffen has said he'll focus on Dragon Ball for this tournament, the setup is there, as numbers 2, 4, and 5 in the world right now try to convert the weaknesses opened up by Armada and Wizro in our world number 1 into their own victory over him. It's certainly possible, but number 1s are that way for a reason. And beneath them, there's a lot up for grabs, and a tremendous amount of competition. The hunt for number 7 rages on, and in the absence of Amsa, it's hard to put him there anymore, leaving Wizro and Zane both in attendance, trying to outrank each other. Wizzy has more immediate placings after Optic Arena's swinging success, but Zane has had the slightly better peak, with his 3rd at Summit. This is likely to remain too close to call until something dramatic happens, and it may well this weekend. SFAT is probably number 10 right now, but players just barely on the outside looking in, like S2J, Crush, and perhaps the NorCalers, Shroomed and the surging Pew will look to see what damage they can inflict on that reputation. This week's Golden Boy, Army, will be there looking to cause more commotion, as will the ever-present Absent Page, exciting players like Lod, Cyrox, KJH, Ginger, more we don't have time for, and virtually all of Florida. No matter whose ring you're in, something exciting is bound to happen, and I can hardly wait to tell you all about it next week.